Hi everyone, Monica here. So it's day 39, 39 more days to go. Yay! I wanted to share something with you this morning. It's been a very eventful morning for me. Really just trying to stay positive throughout all of it. What happened was actually at court this morning. I missed my class, so I actually went to court. It was for a ticket that I got for standing in the fire lane or parking in a fire lane. I was actually with my mother. This was actually Christmas Eve, okay? Christmas Eve, the mall was packed. You were at the mall for a little bit, and we came out and we realized that we still needed to get a one last thing. There was no parking. I mean, the mall was packed. So what we were gonna do is I was gonna pull up and then we are gonna switch and she was gonna drive around till I came out. We weren't standing, we weren't parked, we weren't like it's not like I left the car, left the hazards on and like left the car unattended. I was still in the car. I haven't even got out of it. Within like literally a minute, this police officer pulls about behind and says, don't get out of the car. And I'm thinking, I'm like, we're just gonna literally like was gonna my mom was just gonna drive away, because I was gonna get dropped off. And, when you were younger, I mean, I used to get dropped off at the mall all the time. It was never like you can't do that. I mean, you literally get out and within a second, you're gone. Anyhow, this police officer comes out. She's like, somebody died yesterday because somebody was parked in the fire lane or left their car unattended, and she was like, like yelling. I was like, whoa, I'm thinking somebody's having like a bad day, it's like PMS, and like I was so shocked that she was so mean. I'm like, people die because they have whatever the heart problems, or they have health problems, or they die because it's their time. It's not because somebody else was standing yesterday and that caused the person's death. Like that's just, I mean, her like theory or her explanation or whatever she was saying didn't even make any sense. Anyhow, so I got the ticket. This was from Christmas Eve. So I went this morning to contest it and saying that, I explained to them that I was still in the vehicle behind the wheel, and what we were going to do. So, I mean, I got the fine reduced from like 100 to 50. I didn't even care about the fine. It was just the fact that, like police officers are supposed to help you, not like yell at you for, I mean, this was Christmas Eve it's like out of all the days, you could be nicer on Christmas. But no, not her. She really was not so nice. Anyhow, so I got the fine reduced, whatever. I mean, I'm not complaining. And I'm like thinking, I'm like, I'm gonna go to the gym. And on my way to the gym, I got a phone call. One of the girls, I guess, because we're doing the Miss Sally 10 calendar, didn't like the cover, so we have to like do all the photo editing and just to get a different picture. So we're dealing with all that. Which pushes the calendar back a little bit. I mean, it's not a big deal, but it's just little things like that sometimes you're just like, if you're an editor, you're supposed to edit the pictures. If you're a model, you're supposed to model. The person who is paying for the calendar, that's the person that chooses the pictures. So that I feel like a model should have a say as to, what pictures we should use or we shouldn't. And if they don't like taking certain pictures, then don't take pictures. I mean, don't take them. Anyhow, so that was, and then I finally got to the gym. So I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna have a great workout, and I'm gonna just burn all this extra energy off. So I get to the gym. I do my 45-minute cardio. I'm thinking maybe I'll just go, but I'm like, man, I kind of want to do my legs. So I went and started doing the squat. When you have the weights, the bell. So I was walking around and trying to put some weights on the bell. um, I got up and I was about to put the weights up, and bam, hit my head really, really hard. And this just happened. You could probably see it's like red. And I was trying to like play it off. I'm like, oh, nothing happened, and hopefully nobody saw me. I get out of the gym, it's like really red. I'm about to ice it in like a minute. But I mean, I got home and I just like, you just need to laugh at yourself. I'm thinking like, wow, what a really interesting morning. And most people would probably freak out and be like, wow, this is whatever. But you know what? It's life. Things happen, and it's things will come up, and people will piss you off, and whatever. But you know what? It's life, and that's what you're human, and don't let it affect the rest of the day. You're just kind of like, every obstacle that you have is an opportunity, to, I wouldn't park, or I wouldn't even consider pulling up to the mall anymore. I understand that, that whole thing happened, whatever. I mean, there are people that were getting like fined 250 because they're standing in at the handicap. And I'm thinking, I'm glad I didn't park in there. So, anyhow, just don't be so hard on yourself, and you have to learn to laugh at yourself, because things will come up and people will, things will happen, and but be able to laugh at yourself, because yeah, yeah, I need to go ice now. Hope you guys are having a better morning than me. I'm not complaining because it definitely could be worse, so I'm just sharing. Hope you guys are having a good one.